Roman Rubio, and Randy Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the west end zone where our SHS cheer squad takes the field. Your Southwest Eagles. And now, your Eagles starting defense. At defensive end, number 52, Vicente Valenzuela Perez. At defensive end, number 53, Jaden Vidal. At defensive tackle, number 65, Caleb Garcia. At defensive tackle, number 73, Jesus Diaz. Linebacker, number 3, Adrian Haragi. Linebacker, number 27, Ignacio Perez. Linebacker, number 24, Abe Moreno. Safety, number 2, Leonardo Valenzuela. Safety, number 4, Israel Vallejo Sarmiento. Quarterback number 11, Joshua Ibarra. And quarterback number 8, Joe Johnston.
Welcome to Southwest High School, home of the Southwest Eagles on tonight. Beautiful evening tonight, 91 degrees. We got a 10 to 12 west wind coming in. Just a beautiful night for football, where the visiting crosstown rivals, Central Spartans, come into town for what is now the City Championship on 9/11 Memorial Football Night. With me today, sports analyst, sports commentator, sports guru, and Kirk Kern's best friend, Murray Anderson. Murray, thank you for showing up today.
From the Chocolate Mountains to the Sea of Cortez. Oh, wait, that's not my line. That's not my line.
No. That's in fact, we're gonna get it reprimanded for that one.
Will, thank you for inviting me to be part of the VSN team tonight. It's the Centro City Championship game. These kids have grown up playing against each other, they're playing with each other, so there's some extra motivation on both sides of the field here tonight.
Well, the thing is, Murray, they're a little bit uneven, of course. I mean, as we know, Southwest has had their journey, I would say, their troubled journey, finding the right fit in the coach. In the last couple of years, I go back, right before COVID, they had Coach Haynes, and then last year they had, what was last year's coach Southwest had?
He was here for 2 years. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't.
Sorry about that. Can't remember.
Played at Imperial, and then came down here to coach because he was coaching down there at Centro. But and now they got Coach Bo
Seibel, yeah.
Bo Seibel coming into town. It's going to be first year. He brings a good-looking resume on him with him, Coach.
Yeah, and talking to him before the game, Will, he's got that very, he's former military, so he's got that military mindset. He goes, this game's no bigger than any other game we're going to play all season. He goes, I've tried to prepare the kids all week just like that. And it's one play at a time. He's like, the next play, one play at a time. That's all we can do. We can't look too far ahead. We can't plan for the future. We're doing it one play at a time each game.
Murray, I mean, you're a Valleyite. You keep up with sports a lot.
Under the direction of
I don't know what's going to happen. Every year I want to say, hey, this guy's the guy, and this is going to work. But when I saw Bo Seibel's resume, the guy's a good fit, and not just for Southwest, but like his resume is very impressive on the administration side. So as we get ready for our national anthem, we'll be back after this.
He's open. It's a touchdown.
Joshua Garcia.
Was that Josh Garcia again?
Green caught number 8 for the Eagles. That is Joe Johnston, gets a first down.
For your Eagles for tonight's
And we're back here at Eagle Field on the campus of Southwest High School for tonight's El Centro City Championship game between the Central Spartans and the Southwest Eagles. Murray Anderson and Will Torrez will be bringing you the action tonight. And Will, we were talking about Bo Seibel and trying to change this Southwest program around. Can we compare it at all to what Rookie Pena took over in 2017? Because he had a program that was very mediocre when he took over in 2017, and look what he's done here in 9 years. So.
Well, that's a very good point, Murray. And on that note right there, there's a lot of things that come into picture. First of all, you got two high schools in the same school, and when they're picking and choosing at their freshman level where they're going to go, and then they see a program that's running strong and one that's not up to par. And so that's really where it comes down, where it starts being unfair, where, you get a powerhouse in the Central, and they've,
Thank you.
you know, they've been on top for a lot of years. So that's one of the things, you know, that I see happening a lot, and it's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is, Murray. I mean,
so my guess is you'd have to get a group of kids that play together to come here to Southwest that would want to change the culture and change the program here at Southwest. So, and in order to start swinging the pendulum back to Southwest, you know, maybe even make it even Central and Southwest, you would need a group of kids coming over.
Well, on that note, Murray, I will say this. Back in the day when it was Pop Warner, okay, I mean, and then the youth football, I mean, we have narrowed that so much now that there's always, okay, you know, there's one team only. I mean, you know, there used to be 5 levels at every town, and when you don't have that feeder program, it hurts. I mean, look at Calexico. That's one of the prime example. And then, you know, a lot of the kids were going to Imperial. Imperial's built a powerhouse of a program, you know. And then Shaw, I mean, Shaw is, I mean, he doesn't even rebuild anymore. He just comes with players. I mean, he's got some talent down there.
Right.
So I do believe it does start in the youth programs. If we can get that back going over there, you know, I'm a big fan of it. You know, I think it's Youth Football Associations.
AYFL, American Youth Football League or something. Yeah.
Right. I still call it the Pop Warner because I'm old school. But if they can get that going, I think that would also help, Murray.
Right. Exactly. So we're here at the El Centro City Championship game, and just a little bit of history about the El Centro City Championship. Will, since 2004, Central leads at 15-5. Central's currently on a 7-game winning streak, going back to that 2017 team here at Southwest. And everybody here at Southwest remembers the 2017 team, the last team to win the El Centro City Championship. They won a CIF championship. They won a Southern California championship. And they were one bad call from winning the state championship against Milpitas. They lost 46-41 in a state championship game right here on this field.
You know, Coach Minnesota was fortunate to have all those playoff games here at home. I remember them clearly. I mean, this place was rocking.
It was rocking, yeah.
There's nothing like the support that any high school gets when they hit the playoffs, especially at home. And it doesn't have to always be football. I know that when the Hopeville Vikings, when the Walkers, you know, when they won their CIF a couple of years ago, I mean, the support that Imperial Valley gives them is just phenomenal. But that's the year that they got to get, I mean, not just Southwest, but everybody has to get back to that.
Right.
I mean, you go to the point where it's not even rebuilding anymore. It's changing the culture.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
Everybody's going to go through the rebuilding, but who's going to change the culture?
Right. And that was a group of kids, if you'll remember. They had the Sycon on that team. They had a group of kids that were together since, like you were talking about, youth football came through the system, came here to Southwest, and look what they did their senior year, get to a state championship game.
Yeah, those were some good games, man. And let's not take for granted that if Southwest gets better, the whole Imperial Valley League gets better. You don't, I mean, everybody wants to be the powerhouse. It's good, and I get that part. But look, by Southwest being better, everybody gets better, and it's just more competitive football.
Right. And Southwest, because they've been in such a slump and a struggle, this year they're playing in the Desert League. Hopeville and Southwest swap places. Hopeville's up in the IVL this year. Southwest down on the Desert League. So their league now consists of Southwest, Vincent Memorial, Palo Verde, and Calapat. So much more competitive balance for Southwest, an opportunity for them to get a league win or two.
I'm going to agree with that. Southwest going down. At first I wasn't because of the size of the school, Murray, and you know, once again, old school. But look, if it takes to create a culture, going down to the Desert League and getting momentum, you know, you want that momentum, you know,
success.
Yeah,
some
you want
success.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And then because they don't look, Coach Seibel's not down there to say, hey, I want to stay in this league. No, he wants to improve, change that culture to a winning tradition, and move up back where he belongs up here. So here we go to the kickoff. I get excited talking football with you, Murray.
All right, Southwest is going to field it at the 25. Going to move it up about 3 yards. We're going to get to about the 27, 28-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over on their first possession.
Tackle brought down by number 42. That's Eric Morales. He's a sophomore. That's a Butch's kid. I don't know if you know Butch Morales.
Oh, yeah, quarterback guru.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's got his kid. He's playing sophomore, got him working out. In fact, that's one of the reasons he hasn't been joining the VSN John Moreno and Vic Carrillo crew for a while, which good for him.
Southwest comes into this one 0-3. Every team they've played is still undefeated, so it's been a tough schedule for the Eagles. Central comes in 3-0 off a big win last week over Mount Carmel up in San Diego.
I have had the opportunity to see the Palm Desert game. We did the Palm Desert El Centro game. Now, mind you, Palm Desert and Brawley went at it the week before, so we had a little bit of history with that.
Had a little comparison you could do there, yeah.
So I'll tell you what, Central came out and just lights out the first two series, and then it looks like Palm Desert might have started coming back, so that made it a very competitive game. As we look at second down, second and long.
Yeah, it's going to be second down and 9 for the Eagles, a gain of 1 on that first rush for them.
So when we talk about the Spartans' heart of that defense, we got to go to number 7, Matthew Lizola. He's been around the Spartans program since he was a sophomore, now a senior this year.
Robert Perasa's back to pass. He's going to loft it up and just off the hands of his intended target.
And as we see that play finish out right there, that's one of those passes that, you know, that starts building the program that has to be a catchable pass.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, by making that catch, it would have put them in first down. And it gets, I mean, this is the big game. Let's not take, you know, every team is one injury away from really putting them down.
Right.
I mean, look at Brawley. They've lost 4 quarterbacks.
Right.
You know, they're playing.
Right.
They're actually, I've talked to some of the coaches, they're playing good ball. But when you got to, you know, go into a new signal caller, it really throws everybody off. And especially when you're down to 4, Murray. So
Perasa's in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers in there. He's going to try a little screen pass. It's going to get picked off in the middle of the field.
And that was picked off by number 8, Christopher Alvarez, under heavy pressure from that front defensive line of the Central Spartans. So I'll tell you one thing, though. As we look down at the first quarter with less than a minute to go, and the Spartans already are taking over on turnover. I'll tell you one thing, though. Tonight, 9/11, Southwest is honoring our troops out there. Everything looks good. Their uniforms, that's one thing I do got to say. Those are very nice-looking uniforms for the Southwest Eagles.
Luis Jimenez is going to throw out to his wide receiver. That is number 5 for the Spartans. He's going to fight for more yardage. That is Emiliano Morales.
Emiliano for the Spartans is brought down by the Southwest defense.
Brought down by number 24. That's Abe Moreno. He's a
the change for a first down.
Comes out of a senior linebacker, running back.
First and 10 for Central.
That completion takes him down to the 21-yard line of the Eagles. Kind of bring up first and 10 for the Spartans. Jimenez, a senior quarterback.
And once again, Murray, beautiful night. It's 90 degrees. And look, even though, you know, we have an imagination of what the score could be, but no doubt, sorry, Murray, no doubt the stands are full.
That pass gets out to Angel Vasquez on the end. He makes a couple moves and gets down into the end zone, but there is a flag down.
And as we speak about flag being thrown, I'd like to introduce today's referees. I think I did that earlier, but I'll do it again. At referee, Mr. John Seaman.
21 on the offense. Remains first down, 10-yard physical.
I love that mic system. That's something new that Joaquin Matus and John Seaman came up with. They want more information into the fans. They want to know John Seaman was instrumental in bringing this to the Referee Association, to every high school, to have awareness of what's going on with the plays instead of people guessing. I mean, Joaquin and John worked on this. I mean, this is their second year. I think they fine-tuned it to where they're where they want to be at.
Jimenez in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers in the pattern. He's under heavy pressure, going to get brought down.
Sack. Compliments of the Southwest defenseman, number 53.
Well, now, heavy pressure from the left side of that defense of the Southwest Eagles.
Jimenez is going to lose.
Yeah, he was flat-footed on that play.
Yeah, he had 3 guys coming right at him, so he lost 6 yards on that one, back to the 37.
Once again, we got an umpire, Bruce Harsock, Randy Ross, and Roman on the flanks, and Sean McLaughlin on the deep end.
2nd down and 26 for the Spartans. Jimenez drops back to pass, looking deep, lets it go. He's got a man open, just a little out of his reach.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't last week, but the week before against Palm Desert, Jimenez did come out on fire. The kid, big improvement from last year.
Right.
Where maybe his passing wasn't always on target, but I'll tell you what, this year he did something during the offseason, Murray, because he's so far, first part of this season, first 4 games, Jimenez is looking very good.
Yeah, he just missed CJ Acosta, who was streaking down the right sideline there.
Mind you, last week, Central's backup quarterback got hurt, so we might see a different quarterback in today.
3rd and 26, they're going to go to the screen play. They're going to get it to Acosta on the outside. He's breaking tackles. He's down the sideline. He is going to go for the touchdown.
For the Spartans, number 21.
And that was, he did a 360 after he caught that pass.
Strikes first with
So that's just awareness of where you at and eyes downfield on that by Acosta, Murray.
A 3rd down and 26. That's the kind of play the Eagles need to get off the field on a 3rd and 26. And they give up a 37-yard touchdown from Jimenez to Acosta. Your extra point try now is going to come from the Spartans, number 25, Malachi Rodriguez.
I'm a big fan of that name, Malachi. Big fan.
The kick is up, the kick is good, and the Spartans take a 7-0 lead with 9:09 left in the first quarter.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, founded in 2023, is dedicated to expanding access and improving healthcare for Imperial County. Our good friend at Top Notch Barber, Big Chris. Fresh cuts are always a cutaway. RDO, located at 3275 Imperial Avenue, located in Imperial, servicing all Imperial County. Nothing runs like a deer. As we go back to Murray, as he's got the call to got the kickoff going.
So Central scores on a 37-yard pass play from Jimenez to senior CJ Acosta. They take the early 7-0 lead, and here is your kickoff. Eagles are going to field it right about the 20. Going to go up the right side, or the left side there, and get just across the 25 to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will have their second possession.
So Leonardo takes the kickoff and is able to get a couple of yards where the ball being placed around the 26-yard line.
26-yard line, 1st and 10 for Southwest.
So let's see how the second possession goes, Will. They had an opportunity there to complete a pass on their first possession that would have been a big momentum swing for them. They could have got some positive yardage. Instead, they ended up throwing the interception on the screen pass. Let's see what the Eagles have up their sleeve here for the second possession of the game. Again, their quarterback is number 10. That would be Robert Peraza. He's going to hand the ball off, and these just get swarmed as soon as the handoff came through.
Yeah, there's nothing but white jerseys surrounded that running back, led by number 66. That's Isaac Garcia. He's a senior.
That is a loss back to the 23-yard line, a loss of 3 on that one. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 13 at the 23.
And where you might think this is a David and Goliath game, Central could not let up. You know, this is the type of game that you can't take it easy. Of course, you always got to be careful because, like we said earlier, injuries. But, you know, the mental, you can't never lose that mental edge you have.
Quick inside handoff, going to get some positive yardage on this one. The Eagles are going to get the ball past the 25, looks like to about the 28-yard line for a gain of 5.
On the tackle, Emiliano Morales.
6-yard gain on that play. It's going to bring 3rd down for the Eagles.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Eagles on their own 28-yard line.
And once again, we have the issue like Murray and I were talking earlier. Yes, you people watching on your screens have a way better view on being able to locate the numbers on the front of the jerseys of the Southwest Eagles.
Yeah, black numbers on camouflage, not easy on an announcer. They're going to do a pitch sweep and try and get around the end, and no go for the Eagles.
You know, Isaac Garcia was instrumental on that play. He was able to stretch it out, and they gave enough time for the linebackers, Lazaric, to come in there and make the tackle. And that's what you got to do. You got to stretch that play out, stretch the offense out, and wait till you get help to get that gang tackling in.
They gang tackle him for a loss of 3 yards on that one, back to the 25. Going to have 4th and 11 at their own 25, and the Eagles are going to come out in punt formation. There's the snap, heavy pressure, but he gets the punt away. Fielded by the Spartans, number 9, on a fair catch.
Speaking of number 9, Joshua.
He's the playmaker, right?
He is the playmaker.
Surprised he fair caught that one. I was expecting to see some fireworks there.
I'll tell you what, he's so exciting to watch. Joshua Garcia, as a junior, he was lights out. I mean, when they needed him in the playoffs, he was clutch. He was really clutch.
Well, we can talk about his last week. He had a 99-yard interception return at Mount Carmel for a touchdown. Coach Pena was telling me. And then he had a screen pass for 72 yards for a touchdown against Mount Carmel last week. So the guy's a playmaker for Coach Pena. Going to do a quick pass out to number 9, Joshua Garcia, who's going to get taken down at the 34-yard line.
Brought down by number 52 of the Eagles. That's Vicente Perez. He's only a junior. Hopefully, it's part of that class that's going to be building this program up.
That pass actually lost a yard for Jimenez and Garcia.
I'll be honest with you, I thought that was going to be a double pass, but I wouldn't expect that, but it did look like
the way Garcia held the ball, I thought he was going to let it go as well. Jimenez is in the shotgun. We haven't heard from Lizaola tonight. He's right behind Jimenez. And as we say that, there he gets the ball, finds the crease and gets across the 40 to about the 44.
That's
once again Perez in on the tackle, number 52. But one thing about Liziola is that you're not just going to arm tackle this kid. You're going to, I mean, you can hang on and he'll drag you a couple more yards. So after first contact, he's good for 3+ yards at least.
He gave him 9 on that one, and he got him to the 44-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Spartans. Their last 3rd down play, they had a 37-yard touchdown. So let's see what Coach Pena is going to send in the game here.
5:30 to go in the first quarter, with the score 7-0.
On a beautiful night, Will. We've got capacity stands across the way on the central sideline. We've got a nice full set of bleachers here on the southwest sideline for the Centro City Championship.
And look who we have here at the Wildcat position.
Yeah, we've got looks like Liziola going to take the direct snap. Oh, false start's going to back it up 5 yards.
And something that a lot of white hats don't do. Mr. Seaman, the white hat official, he'll actually call the number out who jumped off sides. So I asked him, hey, is that okay to do? He goes, well, there's no rule against it. So, I mean, I'm in favor of that also.
Sure. Let you know, like, what side of the line it came from, or I think we're going to have another false start.
This might be going up against on the defensive side right here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Going to give him the 5 yards right back.
Number 74 on the defense.
At this moment, we got to meet some of the new interns that were joining us today. I'd like to give a big shout out to Alexandra Saragosa. She did a tremendous job getting all those interns together and hired.
Liziola's going to go around the right side, get across the 45, fight his way for a first down out to the 48.
I'll tell you what, Joe Johnson, he's tackling. I'll tell you what, the form's good. The form's there. They just can't bring him down.
Well, yeah, as you were saying, Liziola is a tough guy to bring down.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've been okay with the Southwest defense so far, other than the one play to Acosta that went for the touchdown. They've been solid. They've been steady. They've stopped the run. They've got pressure on Jimenez. Jimenez here in the shotgun. Takes the snap, going to give the handoff. Looks like number 20 is going to fight his way into Eagle territory.
That was Johnson once again.
Blocking for the Spartans, number 20, Santiago Valdez.
Down to the Eagles' 43-yard line.
That was Valdez and Baeza in on the tackle. And Murray, as we know, the system has changed. This is going to be the second year where the Valley teams and the whole San Diego section, you do not know which division you will be going to till the end of the season, and it goes through power rankings.
Right.
And now they got mad at, they got rid of Cal Preps, so they will not be, that whole back.
Right.
Well, I mean, no, I don't even know what was going on with that, but they're using the
Max Preps rankings.
Max Preps rankings, yeah.
Oh, we're going to go Lezaola handing off to Garcia. Garcia's going to go around the right side, get outside, and get knocked out of bounds inside the 30.
Staying home, making the tackle. Number 8. That's Joe Johnson again. And so Murray, so in this kind of situation, I mean, you never want to get rid of the city championship, that's for sure. You never want to get rid of that. But it's going to help Southwest more than it's going to help Central playing this game.
Oh, absolutely. Southwest will play at a whole different speed, a whole different toughness level. And then when they go to the Desert League, things might seem a little slower to them.
Yeah.
Jimenez is going to throw a quick out. Is that Garcia again going to get him down inside the 20? No, that was not Garcia.
That's Hadagi in on the tackle. Southwest Eagles, they're not missing the tackles except for that one screen pass on the central sideline over there, but they're just making the tackles too far downfield because it's not, like these guys are breaking away tackles. So Southwest, not too bad on the defense against this powerful Central team.
They're going to give to Lezaola. He's going to go up the middle, look for a crease, fight his way inside the 10. Looks like he's going to get to about the 7, very close to a first down.
Well, when you're able to run behind that offensive line, leading the tackle there, number 58 for the Spartans down there. That's Oscar Gallegos. He's a senior tackle. And number 77 also, Anthony Rodriguez. Them some big boys up there.
Oh, yeah. Opening some holes for Lezaola. You've got a 2nd down and 1 now at the 7. It's going to be a direct snap to Lezaola, but we've got a flag first.
And Central comes out and puts everybody on the line of scrimmage there.
Number 74 on the defense.
So that's going to be a half the distance. March it off to about the 3-yard line.
So we're still in the first quarter with 1:25 to go. City Championship, big festivity going on at halftime. I'd like to thank Principal Joe Derma. And
Lezaola's going to dive for the end zone, and he is in for the score.
And athletic director Ruben Valenzuela for the hospitality here at Southwest. And like Murray and I have said, this is just a beautiful night. Thursday night football feels like a Friday night with the stands packed.
So with 1:15 on the clock here in the first quarter, it is Central 13, Southwest 0, and we have the point after coming from Malachi Rodriguez of the Spartans. He's going to get it up, and he's going to get it right through for a 14-0 lead for the Spartans.
With 1:15 left in the first quarter, I'd like to take some time to say hello to some of our sponsors. Intercare, improving the health and wellness of our community. The Dom team for business, residential, farmland real estate. Doug and Andrew are your real estate experts. Haven Landscaping. Haven's family been with Valley Sports Network since day one. Appreciate everything coming from the Havens family. Reach Medical Response Service. Donnie Wharton reminds you that when second counts and medical transportation is in need, Reach Medical Response is your answer.
Okay, Central up 14-0, just over a minute left in the first quarter. Eagles going to take possession here, field the kickoff just short of the 30. He is going to get swarmed as soon as he caught that ball.
Murray, I'm really glad he hung on to it. I'll tell you why, because that almost like a punt. You had Leonardo Valenzuela, he's a junior, but I swear that almost looked like a punt. And to tell you the truth, I thought he might have even was thinking about fair catching that.
He probably should have, because that thing hung up in the wind a little bit on him too, right at the 30-yard line, and Central players bearing down on him. So Southwest, third possession of the game. Their quarterback, Roberto Peraza, he's just a junior, 6 foot, 160 pounds. He's going to bring him up under center. He's got 2 receivers out to his right. He's got a tailback. I tell you his name, but I can't see a number on those camouflage jerseys. He's going to do a quick fullback dive. It's going to go nowhere. That is a big Central defensive line that's going to stuff that fullback dive.
That's Abe Moreno, number 24. He's a senior. He goes in at running back and also their linebacker. So
that is a loss of about 2 yards. Going to set up a 2nd down and 12 from the Eagles' 28-yard line. Eagles looking for a little bit of success here on offense. They've struggled all season. They've only put up 6 points in 3 games. Looking for a little bit of success. As we said, their defense looks solid. Their offense has struggled all season.
yeah, it's going to be good to watch when they go down. Southwest starts playing some league play.
Peraza back to pass. It was picked off and taken to the house. He's gonna go for the touchdown.
Joshua Garcia. And I'll tell you what, I mean, no big surprise there as we watch this replay now. Oh, what happened was he got hit right as soon as he let go of that pass and wasn't able to put all of it into it, and Garcia was able to pick it up, pick 6 all the way in, increasing the score to finish out this first quarter with 11 seconds to go.
Well, Garcia definitely knows how to take an interception to the house. He went 99 yards last week in Mount Carmel. He goes 32 yards here in the city championship game. Malachi is going to drill that one right through the uprights, and Central is going to take a 21-0 lead with what is that left on the clock? 11 seconds left on the clock.
So El Centro Spartans doing what they have to do to come out healthy and to help out in their rankings. It's just not. Well, Rookie Pena did tell us that around halftime, and if the need be, he was going to start putting in some other players. You know, he's once again, it's, you know, always to stay healthy is on his mind, and also to start some players that maybe don't always get the PT.
Right, this is the perfect opportunity for those kids who maybe get, you know, a few plays a game. Now they're going to get a majority of the plays in the second half, you know. Here's the kickoff. He's going to go with a low line drive this time. That's going to be picked up inside the 30. Trying to make the return. Again, he gets right out to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will take over.
Leonardo Valenzuela getting pretty used to returning some of those kickoff returns for the Eagles. Well, everything going Spartan way.
You know, Coach Pena has won 6 straight El Centro City Championships. He's 6-1 in his career. They didn't play in the 2020 COVID season. Only 5 games were played in the spring of 2021. That was a weird year for football season.
Well, that was actually 2 seasons that year because we played the 5 games like in April or something.
Right. And then came right back in August, September for the regular season. So that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. You've got the Spartans up 21-0 in the El Centro City Championship game.
We'll be right back after a message from
summer, I'm saving. Are you? Despite the summer heat, there's no better time to save energy and money while keeping cool. IID offers several programs to help you save, including at least $1,500 in free energy-saving measures, rebates on energy-efficient appliances, $50 for recycling your old refrigerator, and a new free refrigerator for qualified customers, and more. At home, save by setting your thermostat at 78 or higher and using fans. This summer, I'm saving. Are you? For more tips and program information, visit us online.
Havens and Sons Trucking is located at 603 East Main Street in El Centro and is a business specialized in gravel, rock, stone, fill dirt, base, landscape rock, topsoil sand, and all your hauling needs.
And we're back here at Eagle Field on the campus of Southwest High School. We're going to start the second quarter. Spartans lead the Centro City Championship 21-0. Eagles first and second down and 11. And this run, he's looking for space. He's doing everything he can to find space, but he is swarmed under by about 5 Central Spartans.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where I kind of lost the ball a little bit, but it wasn't going to turn out good because he never, once you get that snap back there and you start moving backwards and then you can't stop yourself, all you see is those white jerseys, Murray.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like they were trying to run wide, and I think against this strong central defensive line and linebacking core, you need to go quick hitters up the middle. I mean, they're going to pursue you pretty well when you try to run wide.
Murray, have we seen a pass play out of the Southwest Eagles?
Not a completed pass.
Not
no,
a completed pass, huh?
It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to get hit hard.
That's I have a little trouble saying that, but
Liziola.
I'm telling you, Murray. I'll tell you what, Matthew comes in there, and he's going to pop you. It don't matter what color your jersey is. That you go up the middle, he's going to be the guy to lay down the wood on you.
It's going to be 4th and about 16. For the Eagles. They are in punt formation. Spartan returner standing about midfield. He fair catches it, and he's going to back away from it and let it bounce. And it is going to come dead right at midfield.
Tomorrow night, VSN will be at Willis Ward Field, where we have John Moreno and Vic Carrillo. They'll be calling the home opener of the Calexico Bulldogs when Cibola comes to visit. Now, I don't know much about Cibola, but the Bulldogs have been the injury bug the last 2-3 years and at the quarterback position. So I'm curious to see that game tomorrow. I think we're going to be at Imperial game doing some highlights only. But I'm curious to see how Calexico bounces back.
Calexico is always a run-heavy team. They've always got 1 or 2 kids who can just pound the ball right at you. They've got always a decent offensive line. Coach Fernando Solano, I think, has done a fantastic job since taking over that program. Liziola is going to take this one up the middle for about a gain of 9 down to the 41.
That's Adrian Hadagi in for the tackle, but not until Matthew gets 9 yards out of that play. Yeah, Solano's, he's hanging tough. He's a Yuma resident, teaches at Calexico, been there a long time, and puts in the work in the off-season with the weightlifting program. Man, he pays his dues down there.
You know, he's a little motivated for tomorrow. He is a Cibola High graduate and a former coach from the Cibola staff, so he's motivated for tomorrow night's game. Liziola's going to take this one, get around the right side, and get down inside the 25-yard line.
Anthony Rodriguez, only a sophomore, number 77, leading running back Matthew Gain after a first down, and that's what you want to see. You want to see them big boys downfield blocking for you.
It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line for the Spartans. That was a 17-yard run for Liziola.
Next to Rodriguez at the left guard position is Nicholas Valadez. He's a senior, showing that sophomore the ropes around there.
Jimenez in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers. He's going to give it to Santiago Valdez. He's fighting for yardage, gets close to the 20. He's at about the 22-yard line.
Once again, left tackle, number 76, Nicholas Valdez, just opening the holes. Not just him, but that whole front line just opening holes, you know.
Well, that's a big front line, Will. Those are some big boys up there opening those holes for Liz Iola and Santiago Valdez.
You got the anchor of that line, number 56, Mason Nava. He's a senior, and you know that's what you got to do in this game right here, among other things. But still,
they're going to give it to Valdez. He's going to slither through a hole. He's going to get across the 15, but we've got a yellow flag on the field.
As we take a look, and I believe from what I'm seeing, that looks like number 22 in on the tackle. Verdin in on the tackle for the Southwest Eagles.
So you've got a holding call on the Spartans, going to bring this one back.
That's Matthew Gibson, senior, number 53, called on the holding play. Oh, that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, we got out there. If they're going to call your number, we're going to relay the name. Get a little airtime for them linemen, right?
Not the kind they want, but yeah.
No, exactly. Not the kind they want.
Not
but
the kind of publicity.
That's very few mistakes that line has been making, because besides that, they're just pushing that camouflage uniform down the field.
Jimenez in the shotgun. He's got two receivers right, one left. He's going to go with the quick out to Morales. Morales, nice pursuit by the Eagles. They've got to get him on the ground, though. He's still on his feet. He's got a block. He's down inside the 20. He's going to go all the way. Wow. The Eagles had a chance for about a 6-yard loss, and it turns into a 31-yard touchdown.
Murray, I'd like to point out, if we can get that replay in, check out number 20, how smart of a play. He raises his hand because he doesn't want a crackback block. So he raises his hands and shields him, make sure that guy's facing him, and that was Santiago Valdez with an excellent block for them Spartans. With 7:49 to go till half.
And here's Malachi for his 4th extra point of the night. But we've got some Hankies on the field first. Mr. Seaman.
Number 79 on the offense.
And talking about halftime, we're hoping to have principal of Southwest High School, Mr. Joe Derma. He should be joining us. And Murray, we're going to talk about with Mr. Derma something that Derma himself has led, and that is I don't know what it's called, but it's that ROTC stuff.
Okay, yeah, I did see a lot of kids on the field before the game. Yes.
They have 100 kids, Murray.
Extra point is no problem for Malachi. He puts that through to put the Spartans up 28-0 with 7:49 left.
And Joaquin is correcting me. It's JR. Wow. I'm going to have to ask him what that stands for. JR. TC. All right. Well.
Is it just junior ROTC, and in college you're regular ROTC, I believe, is what happens, right?
Oh, is that what it is?
In high school, it's a junior ROTC program. Once you get to college, you join ROTC. It's a regular ROTC.
Well, look, Murray, I mean, I was talking to the kid. I was here for a flag football game, and the kid was in uniform, nice-looking uniform, and he was taking pictures. And I asked him, and he gave me a little bit of rundown on it. And I'll tell you what, when you got 100 kids participating in something, that's always a positive thing.
They had lined the whole sideline, Will, when I came walking up today, so it's very impressive, their numbers. And Central's going to kick this one deep and into the end zone, so the Spartans will, the Eagles will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Ojeda Industries, Tony and Patricia Ojeda, big sponsors of tonight's game, where you can go for your hydraulic service and repair. Imperial Flying Service, proud supporter of our USA military. El Centro Police Department, dedicated to serve our community. Hart Insurance, Liz and the girls, proud supporter of Valley Sports Network since day one. Back to Murray on the call.
So the Eagles come out. First and 10 on their own 20. Still looking for the first down of the game. Still looking for the first pass completion of the game. And they're just looking for positive yardage, Will. They're looking for something positive. They're going to get about 2 yards on that run play. It was off the left side.
Yeah, and want to let our listeners know our day one right now, Mr. Ron Rubio. He had prior commitments. He's actually on the coaching staff down there in Brawley. I'd like to say hello to him, and he'll be back next week. But just want to thank Murray Anderson again for helping out in the clutch right here. And he's been with us before. He's called games before. He's sports writer. We've known each other for a lot of years, and good to have him up here. Been a big help to us. Well,
I appreciate the invite, Will. It's always a pleasure to work with the VSN and the crew. You've got a great crew. You've got Sarah up on the camera, and then Joaquin here on the wheels of steel, you can say, handling everything. So you've got a great crew, and it's always a pleasure.
And not only that, Murray and I talk. We've been talking kind of all week back and forth, and you're going to see some things coming up, and they're going to be including Murray Anderson. So we're very excited about that. We'll share that when the time comes. But yeah, you're going to see a little bit more of Mr. Murray Anderson, hopefully, man. If things look like they're working out, so we're very excited about that.
Anything I could do to help, Will, I'm always here for you. We got a 3rd down and 8 for the Eagles. Quarterback's going to look like a missed handoff, or somebody had the wrong play. Quarterback kind of dropped back and got stuck with the ball, and then had to run up the middle for anything he could get there.
Johnny's Burritos, since 1963, an Imperial Valley tradition located in Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial now. C&R need reliable waste disposal? C&R is your waste management, has you covered. Your eco-friendly services, keeping your community green and clean.
4th and 8 for the Eagles. They're going to drop back to punt. It's going to get blocked and go out the back of the end zone for a Central safety. So that should be 2 points for the Spartans.
It's the first safety we have seen in our live streams, and just to confirm the call, there's Mr. Seaman right there. So with the safety, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the Central Spartans receiving the ball again after Southwest Eagles get the choice to either kick it off the tee or punt it up from the 40-yard line.
That's Central.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead. We got to pay some bills.
Yeah, there you go. I like the way you think, Murray. Burgers and Beer, juicy burgers, ice cold drinks. Visit Burgers and Beer today for the ultimate flavor experience. IV Welding. Need expert welding and mechanical service? Precision in every spark. El Centro Motors. Looking for unbeatable deals? Head down to El Centro Motors for huge savings on all your favorite Ford models. Sanders Architect and Engineering. For concept to creation. We bring your vision to life, precision and passion. Building the future today. I'll tell you what, speaking of Sanders, I can't, if people in the North End haven't visited Calexico High School, what a beautiful high school that is.
Their athletic complex is fantastic. The baseball field, the football field, yeah, and with the new additions coming to the classrooms they have there, yeah, the swimming pool they've got now.
Murray, I have the opportunity when baseball season comes around and basketball, the sun goes down early and I'm walking on that field. That thing looks like a junior college, to be honest with you. And
they've got huge bleachers. Willis Ward Field is beautiful. I covered a lot of games the last few years there. It's a beautiful athletic complex out there. So the Eagles are going to choose to kick off. They drill it all the way back to the 25-yard line, inside the 25, where
me and Murray are laughing because I think that might have been a coach's call.
Yes,
Look,
yes.
Josh.
Joshua Garcia took a knee. I believe Coach Pena said we're not returning any kicks tonight. We're going to fair catch everything.
And you don't have to be at this game to realize that, because that's probably what's going on. Because Josh Garcia, he was chopping up, getting ready.
Yeah, he was chomping at the bit to take that one back. He had about 15 yards, 20 yards before a Southwest defender was getting to him.
Well, he'll get his opportunity, because I'll tell you what, Imperial might not be knocking on the door, but they're there.
Well, Imperial beat them last year.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a little grudge game for the Spartans coming up when they face Imperial. And that is an opening IVL game, so that should be something.
And that's going to be a challenge, Murray, on, you know, they beat them at Imperial. And look, it's such a big advantage, in my opinion, to play on your home field. And there's nothing like, you know, to be honest with you, when you play at Cal Jones Field, the fans are right on you because there's no track.
Oh, right, right.
And I can just guarantee you, Imperial Tigers are going to bring it to the house that night.
Oh, yeah, that'll be what an opening IVL game. Imperial at Central at Cal Jones Field. That's a fantastic opening IVL game. Central's going to give, breaking through the line and making a nice tackle for the Eagles. Going to throw them for a loss.
That was number 31, Matthew Lopez, coming in, make tackle. As Murray mentioned, opening night. So Murray, and I don't think this year ends it between those two right there. I think it's going to be keep happening every year. Brawley's not going to stay where they're at. I'll tell you why. I mean, I know they have quarterback issues right now, but they're still playing decent ball. The good game with that Brawley is going to be what they do with Hopeville, Murray.
Yeah, that'll be a game.
As we have the clock at 4:12 and running for the halftime.
So that third down run takes them out to about the 28-yard line. That was just a 1-yard gain for the Spartans. Going to bring up fourth down and about 6, and the first punt for the Spartans tonight.
I think Coach Pena might have been bringing in some of his, I don't like to call them backup, because I'll tell you what, during practice, there's always a chance to play. Nice punt.
Going to be a fair catch for the Eagles right at the 33, 34-yard line.
Marisqueña's in for the punt, caught by, I'll tell you what, that Leonardo Valenzuela, he's their playmaker for the Southwest Eagles. That kid does a little bit of everything.
So 3:35 left. Spartans lead this one 30-0. Eagles again coming out with the ball at their own 34-yard line.
Murray, this place is packed.
Yeah, this place is packed for the Centro City Championship game. Both sides of the field, all around the turns as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a full house tonight.
I'm so glad to see everybody out right here. This is football. This is why we do this, Murray.
And we were talking about the Imperial Central game, folks. Get your tickets now. It is October 3rd at Cal Jones Field. It's the opening IVL game for both squads.
And as we get ready to take a timeout right now, I'd like to say, don't forget, tomorrow is the last day at Kay's Carney to go down there and pick up some steaks. Mr. Danny Soto has put on a 2-day special today and tomorrow. $9.97 a pound, so can't go wrong any type of meat from Kay's Market. So we're talking a little bit about league, and let's mention some of the league games that might be. I haven't been able to see anybody from the Desert League, Murray. Paulo Verde, no, I did get a chance to see Paulo Verde, and it's just such a good feel story there with
Coach Wally back. Yes,
with Coach back. It's just a good, man, he just brings it together. He's the glue that's that community together, man.
Well, what they have back-to-back CIF championships when they were in their prime there just a few years ago. So you've got Palo Verde, you've got Vincent, who I love watching Vincent because they like to sling the ball around the field. I love watching a team that throws the ball all the time. So quarterback keeper on this one. He's going to get over the 35, get close to the 40-yard line. Looks like he's across the 40 to the 41, so a nice gain of 7 yards.
Brought down by number 47, Sebastian. So, yeah, and that's going to be key. Now, Paulo Verde, have you had a chance to at least read anything on any of the teams out there, Murray?
You know, I know Calipat has put a lot of points and yards on the board, but they've lost both games.
Yeah.
So they're putting points and yardage up. So, you know, watch out. I know they've got a new coach up there. I can't remember. It's Rick something up there.
Rick Stewart.
Rick Stewart, that's right.
Rick Stewart, I'll tell you what. Talk about a very good coach, motivator. That he's going to do good things in Calipat. I was actually talking to him earlier this year, and he was mentioning to me that it's been the first time in a lot of years, Murray, where they've been able to field a freshman program.
Yeah.
And we were talking about those kinds of things. That's what's going to build your program.
Absolutely.
The youth program, and then making sure that your freshmen, you keep replanning, rebuilding from there.
Well, I know he's having a fundraising golf tournament because they need more equipment because they've got so many kids out this season. So they're doing a golf tournament to raise some funds for that program, I believe, this weekend. Another hard run for the Eagles. Going to get across the 45. Looks like he gets them to the 47 for a gain of 1.
Picking up a yard on that play, second down.
So the Eagles got their first down of the game on the last possession. On the last set of downs. They've got a new set now. It's 2nd down and 9. Trailing in this one 30-0. Late here in the second quarter. We're 2 minutes and 20 seconds from halftime.
Murray, and you were down on the field. Isn't it good to see the field in such pristine condition?
I walked in tonight, looked at the field, and thought, Ruben Valenzuela, this field looks magnificent. Great job by the staff here at Southwest.
Yeah, kudos to the whole staff that had this field looking beautiful for tonight. We've been fortunate enough to, we were last week, at Yuma Catholic, and they got a great facility, and they had that big rainfall. And they were able to have their canceled school that day, Murray, but they were able to have that football game when Hopeville Vikings came to visit them. Hopeville came out, of course, with the win, but that is a beautiful setup they got over there.
Quick handoff, kind of runs into his own blocker, kind of stands him up, and looks like he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Joaquin, where were we at where we talked about the field, the first game?
Palm Desert? Were you up there for
Yeah, we were
Brawley,
up at Palm Desert. And then, it's just, you know how it is, old school, Murray. There's nothing like your field on campus. You know what I mean? I mean,
right.
like this place right here. To have your field on campus, it's that Friday night high school vibe.
4th and 8 for the Eagles. They're going to go for it. You've got one receiver out right, one receiver out left. Short drop back, cocks his arm. He needs to get rid of it. He just kind of throws it out of bounds. On 4th down, I don't think that's what you want to do, but it saves the turnover by throwing it out of bounds, but gives yourself no chance to get the first down.
No, and maybe not on 4th down. You want to make sure you throw it out of bounds, but, long pass could have been a punt just as well. But
it looks like 46 seconds left, Will.
46 seconds to go right now. And
1st and 10 for the Spartans. They're at the Eagles 48, and they're just going to take a knee.
They're going to take a knee, and as I'm looking out in the field, I've never seen Alan Phillips so winded out there. That's not Alan Phillips. They announced Alan Phillips, though,
I know
didn't
they did, but I would recognize Alan. He's Hopeville High graduate, just like me, a couple years ahead of me.
So, as the Central Spartans jog off the field, Southwest Eagles go into the locker room. We're going to take a little break, come back, Murray and I, and talk about a little bit. I'd like to get more into that Desert League. It seems like I'm always focusing on the Imperial Valley League. Talk about Coach Stewart, Coach Wong down there in Calexico. Mention the good story on Wally Grant down here, and then Coach Bo. He can do some damage. So Will Torrez, Murray Anderson, Joaquin, Sarah, and Andres will be back after this.
At Pioneer Memorial Hospital, we've been caring for our community for decades.
And at El Centro Regional, we're committed to bringing specialized care closer to home.
Together, we're building a stronger healthcare network for every family in Imperial Valley.
Because when it comes to your health, we are all on the same team.
Imperial Valley Healthcare District, one team, healthier tomorrow.
Dippy Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Dippy Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
Welcome to the Dom Team Real Estate Company, your partners in navigating the Imperial Valley's real estate market. As the Valley has transformed, so have we, honing our expertise to ensure your real estate needs are met with unparalleled insight and dedication. Doug Dom is the broker and a fourth-generation Imperial Valley native. His 3 decades of farming experience and hard-working approach guarantee results in the purchasing and selling of agricultural land and commercial properties. Andrew Dom is one of our trusted realtors. His expertise in the sale of farmland and residential properties has earned the respect of his peers in the realtor community. Behind every smooth transaction is Marisa Kelly. With nearly 3 decades in the Valley and a background in title insurance, she ensures every detail is meticulously managed. Whether residential, commercial, or agricultural, we know the market. Contact the Dom Team Real Estate Company today.
Imperial County is an oasis in the desert. Just being the only educational institution outside of San Diego State, now all eyes are on us, and we want to make sure we hold that highest standard of excellence across our institution. We take it as our obligation to make sure that we educate and provide an opportunity for every single student. Okay, what programs do we need to do? What services do we need to provide? You know, where are some of our transfer portals that we need to make sure that we open up for our students? I have to give my all. And I encourage my teams, the campus community, hey, let's give our all, because these are our neighbors. These are the kids down the block. They're gonna be our doctors, they're gonna be our nurses, they're gonna be here. So how can we make sure that they have all the resources and the support they need to get there?
Imperial Valley College. We are IVC. For more, visit imperial.edu.
Johnny's Burritos, serving the Imperial Valley since 1963, a Imperial Valley tradition, with locations in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro. Wishing all these students this month going back to school a big welcome back.
Este verano yo estoy ahorrando, ¿y usted? A pesar del calor del verano, no hay mejor momento para ahorrar energía y dinero mientras se mantiene fresco. IID ofrece programas para ayudarle a ahorrar, incluyendo al menos $1,500 en medidas de eficiencia energética, reembolsos en electrodomésticos eficientes, $50 por reciclar su refrigerador viejo, un refrigerador nuevo para clientes que califiquen y más. En casa, ahorre ajustando su termostato 78 grados o más y utilice ventiladores. Para más información, visite el sitio web de IID.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kinda just makes your day.
Welcome to Kennedy's Carne, the premier destination for top quality meats since 1959. Located in El Centro and Yuma, Arizona, we are home to over 30 awards and specialize in carne asada, perfected over generations. With 2 locations to serve you, visit Kennedy Carnes today. Every cut, a masterpiece of quality.
You know what, Doc? Ever since I came back from my music tour, I've been feeling great.
Well, everything looks great. Your blood pressure's normal, your cholesterol's in check. Just need to check your lungs and we'll be done.
Oh, no need for that, Doc. Let me show you what I got.
Charles, I don't think...
So, what do you think, Doc? Still got the golden lungs, right?
No cool? No problem. For over 29 years, Arctic Air has been keeping Imperial Valley cool. You've seen our orange vans around. Chances are your neighbor is already cool thanks to us. Call today to ask about our Comfort Club membership, and you'll never have to worry about your AC again. We're here for you 24/7.
Buenas noticias para el Valle Imperial. 2 hospitales con gran historia se están uniendo. El Centro Regional Medical Center y Pioneers Memorial Hospital ahora forman parte del nuevo Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Esto significa que tú y tu familia ya cuentan con un sistema de salud más fuerte, con más servicios y mejor atención médica. Unidos construimos un futuro más saludable, accesible y humano. Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Juntos somos más fuertes.
Breaking news. Breaking news. El Centro Motors is happy to announce the summer sales event and the return of 0%. Yes, you heard that right. 0%. Come and save money with these exciting offers. 0 down payment, 0% APR, 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, receive 2 years, 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at El Centro Motors.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Not sure what you want to do after high school? The dual enrollment program at Imperial Valley College is here to help.
Our goal is to make sure that every single student in the county has the opportunity, 1, to graduate from high school, and 2, earn some college units, some college credits before they graduate from high school.
Dual enrollment helped me out to finish faster towards my career in life. You get a little taste of that college experience, of what to expect.
So even if you don't know what you want to do as a career, by taking college courses that are general education, you're able to explore. Maybe you find a love, an interest, and a passion for business or psychology or history.
It starts with our high school students. If they get the chance to see college, experience college at an early age, research says they're more likely to, 1, attend college, and 2, graduate from college. And that's what we want.
Start exploring your future today with dual enrollment at Imperial Valley College. Apply for dual enrollment to find your passion today by talking to your high school counselor or visit www.imperial.edu/dual enrollment.
Imperial Flying Service, taking care of the entire Imperial Valley with all your aviation fuel needs. Imperial Flying Service is a proud supporter of our U.S. military, the aviation community, and all Imperial Valley communities.
DP Doug quiere recordarle a todos que se mantengan activos, jueguen seguros y que sean cool este verano. Si no tienes acceso a una alberca, hay muchas maneras de refrescarte sin acercarte a los canales. Para estar seguro,
Will, do you need my headphones? Yes.
now, the Marching Eagles take the spotlight with their finale, the iconic Bell of the Boat hit, Poison. The Marching Eagles and the Great Spartan Band extend their sincere gratitude to the Central community and all in attendance tonight for their support of music and the performing arts.
Welcome back. Will Torrez here at halftime as we take a look at 9/11 celebration here at Eagle Field, Southwest High School. Our guest at halftime is principal of Southwest High School, entering his 4th year here, Joe Derma. Joe, welcome to VSN halftime.
Sir, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about this 9/11 Thursday night game. That was one of the reasons to push this game to a Thursday night for 9/11, correct?
Definitely, sir. Yes, this is the 24th anniversary of 9/11. We want to ensure that the community, especially our first responders, law enforcement, fire, military, understands that we do not forget the sacrifice that they do every day. Ensure that our students and faculty also understand the importance of 9/11.
Well, one of the things that Murray and I were talking about, what about this packed stadium here?
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Isn't this? And then the weather just turned out. It was beautiful. A lot of good things going on. And then it's a Thursday night.
Yes, sir.
It's a Thursday night, so the atmosphere is great. So one of the reasons I brought Mr. Derma up here, I happened to be, was it this week or last week when we were at the flag football game and we were talking about, I saw one of your students in uniform and I asked him a couple of questions and he gave me a little rundown, but I'd like to talk about that. We thought it was the JRROTC,
yes,
but it's not. And you're going to tell us a little bit about the program that actually you started up here.
This is the California Cadet Corps. It's been around since 1911, so it's one of the oldest programs in the United States. It's sponsored by the Army National Guard, California Army National Guard, and this is its third year. And we did through a joint collaboration with the State of California, Army National Guard, our school board, and our admin leadership and our leadership here at the school site. We went forth and decided we want this program here at Southwest. And it's been great. I think our first year we had about 86 students. I think we're close to about 100 students about right now, sir. And we have two phases, Cadets 1 and Cadets 2.
And do you have to start it as a freshman or can you actually start?
You can start as a freshman, sir. We do try and limit it to or promote it to our 11th and 12th graders. It's a 2-year program through our CTE, Career Tech Education program. So when the students graduate from this program, they receive a course certification through the CTE program. They receive their sash, and then if they join the Army, they actually receive a stripe.
So that's my next question was going to be, what percentage of those kids are actually joining the service?
Oh, quite a few. We have many that join the Army, Marine Corps. I think we had about 1 or 2 that joined the Navy, but predominantly the Army and the Marine Corps.
What is the key to getting 100 kids to join one program?
I think success. Sergeant First Class Arturo Velasquez is a former Eagle. We stole him from the Army. And again, he did a great job coming here, establishing the program, establishing a dominant program. I think probably the strongest that the California Cadet Corps has ever been in the Valley.
Well, I was very impressed with the numbers. That was one of the things. And one of the other things I learned from talking to one of your students was you're the only one in Imperial Valley doing that.
Yes, sir.
And that kind of surprises me a little bit because of the success that you're having. I mean, just to get, like we said, close to 100 kids out there in one program is hard enough. And then, they're joining the service and getting to do something that they learned a little bit in high school. So, and it's a 2-year program, you say?
Yes, sir. We have a great partnership with the United States Marine Corps, United States Army, and the California Army National Guard. They send the recruiters down with us and some of their soldiers, and then even some of the cadets that graduated in the previous years that are now active duty come back, and they do workouts with our cadets, a lot of career planning with our cadets. So it's truly a community event for the program.
Well, I mean, that's positive, great news, great for the community. I'm glad to see something be so new and so successful.
Yes, sir.
And credit to you and to the people under you, your whole staff that have really thrived in that. And I'd like to see it in other schools, to be honest with you. That's just something that's always positive. I mean, whether it's sports or whether it's extra activities like that, I mean, whatever it helps the youth stay in school, stay motivated, go to the next phase in life.
Sir. So. And again, I appreciate you coming out here and all the work you do with VSN. It's a great opportunity to showcase our staff, our students, and especially our student athletes, sir.
I appreciate that. So with that, Mr. Joe Derma, appreciate it. And we'll see you later, man. Thank you for coming upstairs.
Appreciate you. Have a good night, sir.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
Este verano yo estoy ahorrando, ¿y usted? A pesar del calor del verano, no hay mejor momento para ahorrar energía y dinero mientras se mantiene fresco. IID ofrece programas para ayudarle a ahorrar, incluyendo al menos $1,500 en medidas de eficiencia energética, reembolsos en electrodomésticos eficientes, $50 por reciclar su refrigerador viejo, un refrigerador nuevo para clientes que califiquen y más. En casa, ahorre ajustando su termostato 78 grados o más y utilice ventiladores. Para más información, visite el sitio web de IID.
You just have to get in the seat of the new John Deere Gator XUV. Not because it puts work in its place, but because all this versatility kind of just makes your day.
Welcome to Kennedy's Carne, the premier destination for top quality meats since 1959. Located in El Centro and Yuma, Arizona, we are home to over 30 awards and specialize in carne asada, perfected over generations. With 2 locations to serve you, visit Kennedy Carnes today. Every cut, a masterpiece of quality.
You know what, Doc? Ever since I came back from my music tour, I've been feeling great.
Well, everything looks great. Your blood pressure's normal, your cholesterol's in check. Just need to check your lungs and we'll be done.
Oh, no need for that, Doc. Let me show you what I got.
Charles, I don't think...
So, what do you think, Doc? Still got the golden lungs, right?
No cool? No problem. For over 29 years, Arctic Air has been keeping Imperial Valley cool. You've seen our orange vans around. Chances are your neighbor is already cool thanks to us. Call today to ask about our Comfort Club membership, and you'll never have to worry about your AC again. We're here for you 24/7.
Buenas noticias para el Valle Imperial. 2 hospitales con gran historia se están uniendo. El Centro Regional Medical Center y Pioneers Memorial Hospital ahora forman parte del nuevo Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Esto significa que tú y tu familia ya cuentan con un sistema de salud más fuerte, con más servicios y mejor atención médica. Unidos construimos un futuro más saludable, accesible y humano. Distrito de Salud del Valle Imperial. Juntos somos más fuertes.
Breaking news. Breaking news. El Centro Motors is happy to announce the summer sales event and the return of 0%. Yes, you heard that right. 0%. Come and save money with these exciting offers. 0 down payment, 0% APR, 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, receive 2 years, 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. And remember, if you don't come see us first, we can't save you any money. It's just that easy at El Centro Motors.
And welcome back to Eagle Field on the campus of Southwest High School. The El Centro City Championship. We're about to get the second half underway. Central leads this one 30-0. You've got Murray Anderson and Will Torrez bringing you all of tonight's action. Will, what a wonderful job with Joe Derma, Principal Joe Derma there at halftime, talking about the new program here at Southwest High School.
Yeah, Mr. Derma brought the program in. It's his 4th year as principal here, and it's been 3 years since he started that program, and it's just impressive. Anytime you can bring 100 kids together and keep them motivated, and this might only be a 2-year program. They like to bring them in junior and senior year, but I'll tell you what, they've done a fabulous job. I mean, I'm new to it, and as Murray mentioned earlier, that when he walked on the field, they filled up the sidelines, you know, all those kids. So credit to Mr. Derma and his staff for creating such a wonderful environment when it comes to the California cadet system.
And we had a wonderful halftime show. We had joint bands between Southwest and Central. I know I got a few texts complaining about the length of it, said it was longer than the Super Bowl halftime show, and there was no Beyonce or Taylor Swift or anybody performing. But it was a good halftime show for the kids in both bands. So we're going to get the second half started. We've got a new quarterback for the Spartans. We've got a new running back for the Spartans, so we may be a little slow getting you those numbers. First play from scrimmage is a gain of 1, give him up to the 21-yard line.
So as we look at the quarterback, number 5 coming in, let's not confuse him with...
No, it's not Emiliano Morales, your regular number 5.
No, we come in, and this is Jesse Norwood coming in. I believe he's coming up from the JV squad, filling in. Let's see. I mean, he could be the future of these Spartans.
And you can really tell these aren't the starters. There was a little bobbled handoff, going to lose about 6 yards on that one.
Well, and then those white, clean white jerseys give that away too.
Yes, they do.
So Murray, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Southwest Eagles, you know, joining the Desert League. You know what? Am I correct? Is it the Desert League, which used to be the Manzanita?
Well, the Manzanita always included like those teams up in the mountain. Who were those teams up there? Borrego and that type
West
of
Shores,
thing. Yeah,
Borrego,
West Shore,
yeah.
always included them. But the Desert League was always the traditional Hopeville, Calapat, Vincent Memorial. You know, Palo Verde kind of bounced back and forth between IVL and Desert League. But now I guess with Southwest and their struggles, they have dropped down to Desert League. Hopeville, I know Coach Jason Turner always wanted to be in the IVL, and they had the 10-0 regular season last year. So now they're up in the IVL. And I think it's a 2-year deal. I think it's going to happen for 2 years, and then they'll reevaluate. And if some more switching needs to happen at that time, it will happen. So.
Speaking of Turner and last year, I mean, in my opinion, I think it would have really helped them to have been playing in the IVL. Because when they played that, they had to bye the first week, and then their second week, they ended up playing the Saints, which hadn't won a game, and they ended up winning CIF, not just entering the playoffs, but they ended up winning CIF, where I just felt that the Hopeville Vikings needed to get smacked around a little bit, prior to entering the playoffs.
Yeah, they weren't really challenged in the regular season. So kids kind of get a little soft, a little like, well, this is going to be another easy win. They see St. Augustine's record. They came in 0-10, although they had just won a playoff game the week before. But, they're thinking they had an easy path to it, and it turns out it was a heck of a ball game. But St. Augustine went down to Burger Field in Hopeville and took that one.
Yeah. So when we take a look at the Southwest Eagles, Calipat's actually going to be, that's going to be a good game right there. The Southwest Eagles and Calipat.
Well, Rick Stewart's offense, if you're not ready for it, it's going to run right through you because he comes up, he's got this running game. He used it with Tony Leon last year. It took him to a CIF championship, and he's back running it again for the Hornets. So as you can see, they're putting up yards, they're putting up points this year.
Yeah, and no stranger to points is like you mentioned, Mr. Rick Stewart. I'm checking right now. I'd like to know where that game's going to be held at. It's going to be held here. That game will be the last game of the season on Halloween night.
Yes, that's going to be Halloween. I had it as at Calipat. That game will be up in the north end at Calipat is what I looked earlier today. But if you're looking on Max Preps.
Well, it's I'm looking at Max Preps, right? Okay. But you know what? Unless Alan tells me it's, that's my go-to guy right there.
Absolutely. Second down and 4 for the Eagles. Looks like they're going to get one. They're at the Spartans 43-yard line for a 3rd down and 3.
And to go back a little bit more to touch up in the Desert Mountain League, you see the Southwest, it's really an unfair question because we haven't had the opportunity to see the rest of the teams. It's still early. This is the 4th week of football. But, I feel that Coach Bo has the Southwest Eagles thinking that they're going to be able to compete and at least be hopefully one of the top teams. That's always the goal, right?
And what we've seen defensively, Will, they can compete. They need to finish off some tackles, but defensively they look solid. It's offense where they look shaky. They're not certain of themselves when they're coming out of that huddle and what play they're running.
Yeah, they're missing that rhythm. They're a little behind in that rhythm. But you're right. The defense, they stepped up against a tough El Centro, blue line, and I think that meant that Desert League's going to be pretty fair. Vincent's always going to be in it, Murray. Speaking of, that Vincent and Calipat game might be a shootout right there.
Yeah, because Vincent's going to put up points. Vincent last week at Hoover lost 36-29. So you can see they can put points on the board. We've seen Calipat in their first 2 games put up big points. So, I think that Desert League will be exciting. I don't think it will be obviously the same quality of football you're getting in the IVL, but it's going to be exciting among those 4 teams.
Yeah.
And Palo Verde, with Coach Wally back, they're going to be motivated as all heck to get out there and put some wins on the board for Coach Wally.
Well, the thing is, that ride up there kind of always takes a little bit out of you. Playing in Palo Verde, I don't know what it is. It's a beautiful stadium, but it's always that drive that takes a little wind out of your sail right there. But if Coach Bo can come out on a positive note and not fumble the ball and lose this ball on a drive, I mean, we're going to be able to see a competitive Southwest Eagle game when they enter the league.
Yeah, and that's really all they wanted by dropping down to the Desert League is find some successes, keep the kids motivated. And you know, Will, in the IVL the last several years, they've gotten destroyed. Each and every game they go out, they've gotten destroyed, and so there's no motivation for the kids to keep coming out and keep giving all their effort. But a few wins, putting points on the board, that'll get kids excited and want them to keep coming and playing football here at Southwest.
Yeah, they're going to have to build on it. And I'll tell you what, this crowd's behind them at the city championship game. That's always good to see, those kind of things. But we look forward to watching Coach Bo, what he can do. And right now they got a first down, and they're looking at second and a long 5 yards to go right now. And it's the consistency to get this rhythm down, run in between the tackles, control the line of scrimmage, that they're going to have to do this when they enter league.
Yeah, and don't put the ball on the ground. We saw the quarterback drop the snap there on the last play. Don't put the ball on the ground. Don't throw interceptions. Keep possession of the ball, march down the field, run the ball, and take time off the clock. I mean, we haven't seen very many passes from the Eagles tonight, so obviously their running game is far ahead of their passing game at this point. So that's what they're going to need to do when they get in there. And I'll tell you what, Will, the next 2 weeks, the Eagles have a chance to win game and gain some momentum. They are hosting O'Farrell Charter, and then they're hosting San Ysidro. 2 very winnable games for the Eagles right here at Eagle Field.
What the heck happened to San Ysidro, Murray? That used to be one of I mean, everybody's year to year sometimes over there, One year you're winning CIF, and then next year you're going to Division 5, 4.
Yeah, that program, San Ysidro program has dropped dramatically over the last 5 years. Maybe COVID took a lot out of San Ysidro because they've been pretty bad since the COVID year.
Well, I don't know. It's like everything else, They CIF tells us they're going to put a stop to the transfers, and the next thing you know, you see players that were just on one team,
There's a player at Lincoln High that was just in Imperial last year. And he's tearing it up at Lincoln High. Congratulations for Mr. Robinson. He's having one hell of a season for Lincoln this year. But yeah, there's questions. How is he playing right now when he was at Imperial all of last year?
Well,
a completed pass for the Eagles. Going to get them very close to first down yardage as they get, looks like they're about a yard short at the 28-yard line.
Joe Johnson, number 8, has been the player on the offense and defensive side for the Southwest Eagles. So do you have what, I do. Joe Johnson is a senior. Oh, man. He plays like a senior because he's all over it.
Right. 4th down and 1 for the Eagles. They're going to go for it. They're at the 28-yard line of the Spartans. And it looks like we've got Damian Cordero as their quarterback now, and we've got flags on this 4th down play.
That's
Mr. Seaman?
Yeah, that looks like it's...
Got a 5-yard penalty on the Eagles. Going to take it back to the 33-yard line, make it 4th and 6.
Damian Cordero's in at quarterback.
Sophomore. 6'1" sophomore. Got good size to him.
Well, that's a start right there. When you get a sophomore quarterback playing at the varsity level, the experience. I remember one of the best athletes was them younger kids, man.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. He took a beating, but that kid was just, here we go, a little inside handoff, and it's going to be...
Inside handoff's going to get him the first down to the 26-yard line.
Okay. Is it me, Murray, or that play just actually looked really good and in rhythm and then just...
And the blocking was perfect, opened up that hole for him, and he shot the gap, absolutely.
Yeah, good play calling, good execution, and out of a young sophomore quarterback. Cordero coming in and taking some plays down.
6'1", 172 pounds as a sophomore, so he's gonna grow a little bit. Gonna give the handoff, coming off the right side, gonna fight his way down. Looks like he gets to about the 20-yard line. Gonna be a nice gain of 6.
And it's just good to see. Well, I'll tell you what, we got to look at the things that are going to make this team positive. You know, you got the linemen, you don't see them with their head down. You see them jogging back to the huddle. That's what you want to see. I mean, so what I'm seeing out of this Southwest team, just looking from the outside in, is discipline. Coach Bo Seibel brings some discipline to this team. It's a third quarter. The game might be out of reach, but look, there's still one play at a time, one game at a time, 1 week at a time.
And you see a little more pep in their step with each successful play, right? So they see some positive yardage, so there's more pep in the step for the linemen. And that's kind of what you're trying to build off each play.
Ball carrier for the Eagles, number 29.
Gain of 1 is going to be leave a 3rd and 3 at the 19-yard line. And we are coming, Will, already to the end of the third quarter.
So Will Torrez Murray will be back after a message from our sponsors.
Ojeda Industries is here to offer solutions with exceptional products and services for all your agricultural, industrial, and power transmission needs. It's Ojeda Industries, hydraulic repair service in Brawley at 1698 Jones Street. Call us at 760-623-7299.
Not sure what you want to do after high school? The dual enrollment program at Imperial Valley College is here to help.
Our goal is to make sure that every single student in the county has the opportunity, 1, to graduate from high school, and 2, earn some college units, some college credits before they graduate from high school.
Dual enrollment helped me out to finish faster towards my career in life. You get a little taste of that college experience of what to expect.
So even if you don't know what you want to do as a career, by taking college courses that are general education, you're able to explore. Maybe you find a love, an interest, and a passion for business or psychology or history.
It starts with our high school students. If they get the chance to see college, experience college at an early age, research says they're more likely to 1, attend college, and 2, graduate from college. And that's what we want.
Start exploring your future today with dual enrollment at Imperial Valley College. Apply for dual enrollment to find your passion today by talking to your high school counselor or visit www.imperial.edu/dual enrollment.
And we're back at Eagle Field on the campus of Southwest, ready for the fourth quarter as the Eagles are driving, trailing this one 30-0. Got new quarterback in, sophomore Damian Cordero. He's got the Eagles all the way down to the 19-yard line of the Spartans. On a 3rd down and 3, he's going to drop back to pass, looking for a little screen pass. He completes it, trying to get outside and get to that first down. He's across, well, he gets right to about the 15. It's going to be close. It's going to be a first down for the Spartans.
So one thing I want to make sure we mention is that screen pass. You know, I got to see 3 linemen downfield, and then they had their man in front of them. So, and that's always going to be a positive sign, especially when it comes down to a screen pass. You know, we talk about number 75 from the Eagles, and he was leading the charge over there. That's Max Martinez. 53 is Jaden Real. He's only a sophomore, so it's good to start calling out and then these underclassmen, Murray.
Yeah. On first down, the Eagles are going to run it up the middle for a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. They're going to get to about the 12-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 at the 12. Looks like they need to get to the 5 for a first down.
Vicente Perez also in. He's a junior on the O-line. And, you know, people always look at the playmakers, the key players on the offense and defensive side, Murray, but I've always felt that it's that offensive line. If you can get that offensive line, get a little bit of depth, get them in the weight room, and, you know, that's going to be your pillar of the football team, you know, controlling that line of scrimmage.
Eagles are going to take a timeout here as they're waiting on a 2nd down play. It's Eagles trailing Central 30-0, but on the march.
Johnny's Burritos, Imperial Valley tradition. Located in Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial, CR&R. Need reliable waste disposal? CR Waste Management has you covered. State Farm, accidents happen. With Mary Ann Valenzuela, you're covered. Personalized service, great rates, and protection 50 miles into Mexico. Burgers and Beer, juicy burgers, ice cold drinks. Visit Burgers and Beer today for the ultimate flavor experience. IV Welding, need expert welding and mechanical service, precision in every spark. El Centro Motors, looking for unbeatable deals? Visit El Centro Motors for huge savings on all your favorite Fords. Escad Realty, thinking or buying? Trust Escad Realty. Professional service, unmatched local knowledge for over 30 years. The mark of excellence. Back to Murray Anderson for your play-by-play.
This one's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to dance his way, go up the middle, get across the 10, and get down to about, looks like about the 7-yard line.
Like to talk about some of them offensive linemen for the Eagles. You got number 55, Eugenio up there, leading the line, leading this drive. More important, leading this drive, Murray.
A drive that has the Eagles down to, it looks like about the 7-yard line. Going to be a 3rd and a long one, call it 2 yards. And again, they've got sophomore quarterback Damian Cordero up under center. 3rd down and 2. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to move forward, get across the 5. He's got the first down. Looks like he's down to about the 3-yard line.
Another one of those linemen is number 62, Oswin Mokata. Now I'm calling out these names, Murray, and look, you got Jaden, he's only a sophomore, number 53. You got Dash, 55, he's a junior. You got number 62, Oswin, he's a sophomore. That
underclassman.
Yes,
yeah.
That's, you know, I'm starting to look on here, and that's something that's something to move forward on and start building for next year. Well, you know, not so much this year when league comes around.
The end of this year,
yeah.
And then summer and into next year. They're going to give the handoff up the middle. It's going to come up a little bit short. Looks like got stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. Remember, the Eagles have only scored 6 points all season, so this would be a big motivator for the Eagles as they continue the season. Get a touchdown off their crosstown rivals.
Well, this is, you're going to have 4 opportunities, which inside the 5-yard line, Murray, and it's 4-down territory. There's no, you know, there's no time right now for a field goal. This is something that's going to be mentally. This is going to be a mentally momentum changer, you know, scoring against these Spartans right now.
It'll boost those kids' spirits by all means on the southwest sideline. So here we are, 2nd down and goal. Again, a quick little handoff. He's going to turn it out to the right side. He is going to get there for the touchdown.
Daniel Dimas, number 29.
Nelly
scores. And that was all him. That was nothing up the middle, was able to bounce it to the outside and able to score.
Yes, he saw that was closed down the middle, took it outside and got the touchdown.
I'll tell you what, this Southwest crowd, they're cheering like they're up.
Yeah, they've been here through the duration. They've been cheering for every little positive the Eagles have given them.
I'll tell you what, there's about 50 cheerleaders down there, that's for sure. They don't like no quantity when it comes to cheerleading out here in Southwest Territory.
So the Eagles are trying to get lined up for the point after.
And that is, I believe, number 11, Joshua Ibarra.
Yeah, senior Joshua Ibarra.
Number 10 holding Robert Peraza.
He's a left-footed kicker. Kick is up and hits off the upright. So that one bounces off the upright. It's going to leave the score. Spartans 30, Southwest Eagles 6. And Will, we do have a running clock, so there's only 6 minutes, 15 seconds left here in the ball game.
Well, as I get ready to head down the field, Murray, once again, I want to thank you. Murray's still going to stay with you. We're going to carry on this broadcast. We're going to go down and talk to several players as we do at the end of the game and stuff, and go touch base with some of the interns we have here at this game. got a lot of positive things going on with Valley Sports Network. As we talked about, we have some interns here. We plan to feature them at several games coming up and get them ready for some of the things when we end of the season, when we have the big rivalry games. The last game of the season on October 31st, of course, you have the Bell game, and then now into the picture now is Hopeville, which will be traveling to Shimamoto Simpson Field. And going to be very interesting to see what records they have. Yeah, which could make a difference
when they get there. What records they're going to have when they get there. Yeah, and then also on Halloween we'll have Southwest and Calipad. That'll be a big game that night for the Desert League.
No, exactly. I mean, so I'm also curious who's going to play on Thursdays and who's going to play on Fridays, if that's even a thing. I know the Referee Association can't always handle all the games at the same time, so
there's your kickoff. Central's going to call for the fair catch, and Rookie Pena has clearly told his players no kick returns tonight. We're fair catching everything.
And of course, Murray, one of the games that will be on Thursday is the Vic Carrillo Trophy, Battle of the Border, between the Calexico Bulldogs and Vincent Memorial Scots. And like we said, that'll be October 30th on a Thursday.
That will be a Ward Field. That's always a good ball game. I've covered some games down there for that one, the Battle of the Border, and there have been some thrillers coming down to the last play of the game, actually.
Controversial last play of the game.
Yes, it was. So Central comes out. They're coming out with 4 wide. So Central's going to look to do something with their backup quarterback here. Nope, we're going to hand it up the middle. Good yardage from on that run for the Spartans. That was number 33, Noah Flores. He is a senior.
And that's Norwood under center there. So that could be, you could be looking at the future of the Spartans right there.
Is Norwood a sophomore or a freshman?
That I don't have. What I have out of the Spartans, they got so many players, and he's not on the roster that I had printed up because they had just brought him up because their backup got hurt. And Ricky was telling me he's only going to be out for a week, so he'll be back next week.
Okay.
So they brought Norwood up this week. So once again, Murray, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely, Will. I enjoy myself every chance I get to be with the VSN team.
No, very comfortable having you up here. So I will see you guys next week. Murray is going to take it away from here.
All right, appreciate it, Will. So Central was penalized on that play. They are back inside their own 10-yard line now. Going to stick with the inside handoff. Southwest going to stuff that one right about the 10-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 20. Clock winding down. There's about 3.5 minutes left here in the El Centro City Championship game. Spartans lead this one 30-6. It'll be Coach David Rookie Pena's 7th straight city championship, as he's in his 9th season with the Spartans. Wind starting to kick up a little bit here at Eagle Field. Again, Spartans are running the ball, lose a few yards back to the 5-yard line. Gonna bring up 3rd down and about 20, I don't know, we'll call it 24. Eagles in the camouflage uniforms tonight in honor of the 9/11 celebration or special halftime ceremony. Kind of a, you know, they've got they had the fire truck here. All the first responders were on the field. It was an outstanding halftime show here at Eagle Field. Again, handoff going to go up the middle with it. Are the Spartans going to get across the 10 to about the 11 or 12-yard line? Bring up a 4th down. I'm sure the Spartans will be out to punt. We are under 2 minutes left here. With this one, Central's going to move to 4-0. We can let you know what they've got on tap for next week. They are headed up to the Coachella to take on Coachella Valley. Meanwhile, the Southwest Eagles are going to be right back here on Eagle Field. It is Pop Warner night. They're going to have a lot of the youngsters from Pop Warner here at the game as the Eagles take on O'Farrell Charter School. Again, a very winnable game for the Eagles, as O'Farrell has been down on their luck as well in the San Diego section. And then after that, on September 26th, the Eagles will host San Isidro for their homecoming night. Again, another game against one of the lower seeded teams in San Diego section, so a good opportunity for the Eagles to get in the win column over the next 2 weeks. Desert League play will start for the Eagles on October the 16th as they take on Vincent Memorial. That game will most likely be played here at Southwest, as Vincent Memorial doesn't have the home field and kind of bounces around from Southwest or Central. Imperial Valley League will begin on October the 3rd for the Spartans, as they have that big one to open IVL, hosting the Imperial Tigers. At Cal Jones Field for the opening of IVL. That will be a big one. David Shaw has a fantastic program there in Imperial. He's off to the quick start, 3-0 start. Tomorrow he is taking on Fallbrook. That game will be in Imperial, so that'll be a good one for you folks to go out on Friday Night Lights and check that one out. Oh, looks like we've got a long run for the Eagles down the sideline. Nice pass completion. Long run down the sideline. Clock's ticking under 50 seconds now. Eagles going to try to get 1 or 2 more plays off. Again, that is sophomore quarterback Damian Cordero. He's found some success here in the second half. Of course, it's not the Central starters. It's the Central, sort of the second teamers who don't get a ton of snaps out there. Cordero's going to hand it off up the middle. Going to get stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive for the Spartans, number 55, Marco Vinamontes, stops the Eagles block area.
Clock's ticking. We're under 10 seconds now. Both teams are headed to their sideline. This one is over. The Centro City Championship for 2025 will remain with the Central Spartans. 30-6, the Spartans take this one here at Eagle Field on the campus of Southwest High School. So for Murray Anderson and Will Torrez and the whole crew at VSN, we had Sarah up on the main camera, we had Andres down on the sideline camera, and of course the man controlling all the buttons is Joaquin, taking care of us, making us sound good, making us look good. So we appreciate everything from all the crew, and remind you that tomorrow night here on VSN you can tune in and hear the one and only Johnny Moe, Johnny Moreno, and Vic Carrillo as they bring you all the action. Cibola Raiders at the Calexico Bulldogs, live from Ward Field. All right, reminder, 30-0 here tonight. Central takes down Southwest. You heard it all on VSN. Good night, everybody.